So I'm back again talking about sleep, and this time keeping it short to 3 minutes so that it gathers some traction. Um, this time I'm going to talk about stress preventing sleep. So all sorts of things might prevent your sleep. And on the Natural Menopause course, we go through the whole thing about food and alcohol and busy life. If you're busy in the evening and it might be that you're driving kids back from their after school activities, or you've taken them to dance class or swimming class or something like that, and you feel that you haven't quite calmed down from the day's events and you need to de-stress before you can sleep, something like Narayani Stress Spec 6 200C could be a great remedy for you. There's another one which is simply called Insomnia Spec 8 200C. Now the specs, or the specials as it's short for, in the Narayani range are the last group of remedies that Mataji made and brought through. So they've got some very interesting ingredients in them, and both those remedies are not traditional homeopathic remedies in terms of their constituents, but they are nevertheless amazing. And this one is called Stress Balance BR7 50M. So very high potency if you've never used these remedies, but Robert Davidson said this was akin to using a 30C, but it went kind of deeper. The effects lasted longer. So Stress Balance BR7 50M is a more traditional combination of homeopathic remedies combined with some batch flower remedies. So moving on to flower remedies, I wanted to talk a bit about some of the Australian bush flower essences that I also work with that can be really great. This one's called Calm and Clear. Fantastic, 7 drops in water at bedtime, just to kind of de-stress, calm down. Fantastic for anxiety, worrying that you might not sleep, which is so common when you get into that pattern of insomnia, of waking at what I call weird o'clock. This one is for kids. It's called Dreamtime. It was essentially pulled together for children, but really anybody can use it. There's another Australian bush flower essence combination, and these are very easy to get. If you want to save 15% on these remedies, the Australian bush flower remedies, drop me a DM and I will give you my personal client code to save 15% with one of my key suppliers. And lastly, if you are tired and wired because of electromagnetic radiation, the Wi-Fi, etc., this is Electro Essence. So there you go, some fantastic solutions.